everyone. We will introduce Internet freedom. I'm James. My team member is James and Amber. Do you often use Internet? Is the Internet that more than 40% people in the world population is Internet user? The Internet provides individuals with the right to the freedom of expression, and the Internet and the freedom to access information. Everyone has freedom to seek, receive, and impart various messages and ideas. For example, we often use Google some information and watch video on YouTube. In 2017, Estonia and Iceland have the highest level of Internet freedom. However, Asia ranked first is Japan, in the 17th in the world. But Taiwan is not on the list of surveys. The picture is from Freedom House. The global Internet population, 20% is free, 28% is partly free, 36% is not free. The 20% is in the South of America and Australia. Most of not free is in Asia, like China. Manipulate social media to undermine democracy. Many governments manipulate social media to reduce negative comments. As long as sensitive topics appear on the internet, they will be deleted immediately. For example, China government forbids many sensitive issues. This is the third consecutive year that it has become the most serious country in global net information control.
Let's look at this page. These apps are often used in China. First is WeChat. Its function like line. You can text message to your friend. And next is Weibo. Weibo likes Facebook. You can learn your friend's recent situation from it. And PART2. It is a search engine, and like from Bilibili, you can find many movies and films on it. And this logo is WeChat. In Taiwan we use this website and app. When we use this app, we can say anything you want. But we have to remember, don't criticize others. And when internet freedom is limited, we can only receive particular opinions. Some news will be hidden. When we mention some sensitive topic, it will cause some trouble. And if you want to know can change your VPN to other countries, and you can find many things you have never known. Some people doesn't matter when they believe it, and some people feel inconvenient when their internet freedom is limited.
Now we are talking about the advantage and disadvantage of internet freedom. Although our internet freedom is not controlled by the government, it still has some potential advantage, a disadvantage for us. This picture is about 5 parts of Declaration of Internet Freedom: access, openness, expression, innovation, and the privacy. It's a content in a recent wide-ranging report released by US-based Freedom House titled Freedom on the Internet, featuring about 65 countries like US, South Africa, Kenya, UK, Canada, Germany, Australia, France, Philippines, and the other country were tech-free. And how does internet freedom matter to you? Some people say that is a cultural oxygen, and you can communicate anyone to anyone or anywhere to anywhere. Some people say it was a frontier in the human rights. And what is the advantage of the freedom on the internet? Number 1 is ensure human rights. Number 2 is no matter what you say. Number 3 is it isn't controlled by the government. And the disadvantage of this is the cybercrime. Because our country was freer than the many other countries, so some people were cheating or do something bad in the internet, so it will invade the rights of the many other people. For China is criticized as the most stringent country in the world. They were control the internet just like they say Facebook, Instagram, Line, or YouTube. They were all limited, so you have to get around with the Wi-Fi work or you can't use it. I think we are so lucky because we live in the democratic country, so we don't have to worry about who is monitoring our movement in the internet. This is our report. Thanks for watching.
All right, group 1, you can walk down. Ready?
Everyone, I'm Emma. Bonnie, 2030. Today we will introduce about poverty. Poverty is a standard of living lower than the need for life. The materialistic needs of human beings include the materialistic of daily life, the insufficient of service, and the deficient have been improved. Is economic adequacy, money and resources adequate? The definition of poverty in EU includes the average distribution of resources. The Irish government released the deficient standards in 2007. In the list of the following 11 items include the lack of 2 or more is poor. First, 2 pairs of 2 complete shoes to wear. Second, you can buy a warm and waterproof jacket to wear. Third, you can buy new clothes instead of second-hand clothes. Fourth, you can eat meat, chicken, or fish on a meal once every week. 5. You can eat barbecue or equal standard food once every week. 6. You didn't because of the poor that can turn on the air conditioner in the past 12 months. 7. You can make the house warm enough. 8. You can buy gifts for your friend or family once every year. 9. You can exchange your bed furniture. 10. You can eat a meal or drink wine with friends or family once every week. The last one is, in the last 2 weeks, there was a morning, afternoon, or evening to go outdoor activities.
The poorest country in the world. And I want to take 2 examples for you. Zimbabwe and the Democratic Republic of Congo are the poorest country in the world. And this picture is wrong, and because the word is wrong. So, okay. Extreme inflation has made Zimbabwe the poorest country in the world. Zimbabwe's economy began to decline after the land reform. This man is the former Zimbabwe president, and he promoted the land reform. The Central Bank of Zimbabwe has produced many banknotes to save the financial crisis, but it has brought the inflation to out of control. After the US dollar and South African rand replaced the national currency, the situation has clearly improved. Democratic Republic of Congo. Congo has abundant natural resources and is one of the first countries in Africa have railway. But why the Congolese people income is so low? The high mortality rate was brought by the civil war in Congo in 1998, and it made the country economy look down on.
In the Second Congo War, the flame of civil war and the genocide spread from Rwanda into the east of Congo that caused chaos. The fighting continued and the entire country became depressed.
Poverty in Africa can be divided into external and internal causes. External cause. In the early days, the traffic between China and the West was on the land. The land routine would not place Africa contained. Without the traffic and the business travel, it would not be exposed to the culture of outside world. After the geographical discovery, the Europeans only had the footsteps of the south tip of Africa. The rest of the region was still a primitive life. Because of this, it was not until the 19th century that more Westerns came into contact with African interests. Africa has the opportunity to contact with outside civilization. The gap between the rich and the poor is south of depression, and it does not suffer from poverty.